Peace, y'all. I'm Zunyda, and I'm a costume designer, a celebrity tailor, and a stylist. I really do this fashion thing. I've been in the game for about 10 years. I started in high school sewing people's jeans from regular into skinny, and it was really giving sustainability at a time where that wasn't a buzzword. So what I'm doing here is DIY projects where we turn everyday items into wearable pieces. I'm talking like today we're working on a comforter. So just tune in for the creativity and the inspiration so you can be fired. So here we have the denim comforter being draped on the mannequin because that's just how I want to approach it. I want to get an idea of how this will look when it's done and make my markings and cut it up. If you don't have a mannequin, use a person, borrow a person, and tell them to put it on how you want and make them stand there. So, maybe tell them they can borrow it after. I don't really know what y'all gonna have to work out, but get a person. And yeah, this is how I'm starting it off. I have a size 6. Here goes the first step. The key for this step is really determining how you want to cut your fabric. And as you can see, I'm figuring it out. We want to make sure that we have enough fabric for 2 sleeves because that's primarily what we need to successfully make this a jacket. I'm marking it so that I know at least maybe where I want it to hang. Like I said, I'm figuring it out. One thing that I really abide by is making mistakes when you're creating because they kind of lead to happy endings. The way that I'm thinking about this now is I started chalking at a lower position and I realized that just might not be the place. So I went a little higher, and if I'm using this piece at the bottom for a sleeve, I want to make sure that sleeve is wide enough for my arm to fit. And so I'm testing things out while I'm chalking it up. So this is my favorite part for cutting on the floor. This is where the magic happens, honestly, because when you're just learning how to sew, like, the floor is your best friend. I mean, sometimes you can't afford a big cutting table. So when working, even though I have a table, I like doing this still. Using a scissor is not as easy as it looks, especially when you're cutting fabric. So get some sharp scissors and don't let anybody use them to cut paper. That's my keys. Ooh, I don't know if mine are even sharp. Maybe this comforter is just unforgiving. Okay, as you can see, I put in a lot of work, and this is what the 2 shapes are giving. You see the growth? I mean, this is more of what we're going for there, and this is the excess fabric I'm working with. And in order to make 2 sleeves, I'm gonna cut along this line. Get into it. These are the sleeves. Well, they will be the sleeves. And I'm the mannequin right now. If you don't have a mannequin, use a person. Because I just wanted to see pretty much what I'm getting myself into. I'm so excited about this. And I'm gonna be warm. I'm not playing games with this wind. So now we're at the serger machine to finish these edges because it makes it a little bit easier to work with this material. It's layered, there's stuffing, and it's just a hassle. At this moment, I have realized that that we can make these sleeves into a croissant. Follow me. So I was trying to figure out how to precisely not lose any of this fabric, and it's giving croissant sleeves, like dimension, high fashion. I'm very proud. I'm about to get mad money from this. Somebody gonna hire me
and buy it, or you're not gonna sell it.
I'm trying to be on somebody's design team where I can make $100,000 a year and work 3 days a week.
That's the plan.
So I'm done sewing the 2 sleeves, and I wasted no fabric. Like, just every last bit of the comforter is being used. Talk about sustainability. Safety pins are my best friend, and they also should be yours. Draping and safety pins really help you figure out how you want the item to look and stay in place. So we're doing some rough pinning, and I'm placing these sleeves where they gotta go. You would definitely catch me in my studio just staring at my mannequin for like 2 hours. Like, that's the part of my process. I would just be like this. You kind of have to take a step back to see what you're working with, because when I was up close it didn't look like this. So it's looking even more fire from afar. Wow. We reached that point in the project where I got a little flustered. It happens. You get a little intimidated, you're excited, it's very emotional. It's going to be amazing. But I hit a rough patch where I have to cut the sleeve, and this is like the final step. And after I do this, the jacket is basically done. But I'm gonna top stitch the sleeves. I pinned them on the mannequin, and I'm just gonna top stitch them and make my life easier because they're placed perfectly where I want them. So this is why in DIY you can make your own rules sometimes. So here we go.
Where the cameras in the shop.
Wow. Like, the warmth though? The level of...
Just walk out, you're stunned.
Okay, let me cut that to sleeve. I got too excited. So basically I still gotta serge it, so I'll do that. So this is one of the last steps, and I am sewing the sleeves on the jacket, and it's gonna be amazing. It's a lot of layers to sew through, but it's about going slow and steady. Yes, honey. It's really giving me life. This is the final product. It took about 2.5 hours to complete. This was a comforter, and now it is a warm jacket for me to brave the winter. So Follow, like, and subscribe to see more videos from fashion to DIY to you just never know.